Hi, I'm Kimberly and welcome back to my channel. It's Only Homeschooling. If you've never been here before, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm a licensed professional counselor turned homeschool mom of one. It's that time of year again when everyone is talking about their curriculum picks for the upcoming school year. Okay, so now let's move on to language arts. This year, we are using something that I wanted to use for years in my homeschool, but wasn't sure if it would work for us. My son has dysgraphia, so I was a little concerned about how well it would go. But when we started the University Model School program last year, they picked the curriculum, so this was their choice. Last year, we used, I love IEW. IEW's All Things Fun and Fascinating, Writing Lessons in Structure and Style. And this is kind of beat up because this is what we used in 4th grade. But I'm telling you, there was a way to modify this so that you can use it with your child. If your child has learning challenges like my son does with dysgraphia. We beefed up his typing skills to help, so anytime it came time to do the writing lessons in IEW, we just typed them and it worked beautifully. We had to build up some confidence in there as well. But this is what we used last year, was All Things Fun and Fascinating from IEW. And I will give a little bit of a flip through with this one so you can see what it's like to do with the writing lessons as well. So here's just kind of an example. They give you a passage to read, and then you start taking notes and words from that little passage. And it's building up their ability to read through a selection of writing, pick out the keywords that are important so that they can learn how to also write that for themselves later. It builds them up in their essay writing skills and builds up their confidence. So this was last year's. And this year, we are going with Fables, Myths, and Fairy Tales writing lessons by implementing the structure and style writing method. So I will put a little bit of a flip through for this as well. So as with most things IEW, when you order it, you can get access to downloads online so that you can print out pages as you need them. We get ours from whatever the school assigns us and as they send it to us, and most of it is just right here in this book. So here's a little bit of a flip through for what IEW looks like for Fairy Tales, Myths, and Fables, Myths, and Fairy Tales writing lessons from the structure and style method. What I love about IEW is it takes teaching writing and puts it into manageable chunks. It helps you eat those bites of an elephant one bite at a time. And that just makes it so much easier. It gives you a suggested weekly schedule and teaches you, here's what you should do on day 1. You introduce the new concepts, you follow the lesson instructions, and then it's going to make use of one of their key points of making a keyword outline. And also it teaches vocabulary. Basically, you start with a passage, and then you're going to read it through, and you're going to go through and mark keywords in the passage. It starts where the students are allowed to underline or highlight several different keywords at first. And then what you're going to do is bring those keywords over here and make an outline. Then from this outline, you're going to make a topic sentence. And there's also instructions in here as well for what constitutes a topic sentence. And then the student is going to verbally repeat back just from the keywords without looking back at the original paragraph what the passage was about. This kind of helps make sure it teaches the student outlining and highlighting and how to take the key highlight components from a passage so that they can write their own essay from it later. Here's an example from Andrew Pudawa's Reaching the Reluctant Writer that teaches you how to use a keyword outline. It really takes something as big and as daunting as the concept of writing, and like I said, breaks it down into manageable chunks. It also shows examples. Oh, it teaches editing as well in the use of abbreviations. And if you have a child that struggles with handwriting as mine does, this certainly makes all the difference in the world. It talks about the importance of using a clean copy when you're writing, because it can, as you are changing and editing and going through those different drafts, it can be very overwhelming to look at too many notes on a single page. So the way we do it is we print out each new copies every single time and create drafts. And that just makes it so much easier. It talks about the importance of dress-ups, how to make your writing interesting, and sentence openers and decorations. This is my wheelhouse. I love language arts and I love writing. So I get very excited about this subject. My son, not so much. But IEW is a beautiful, beautiful program, and Andrew Pudova makes it easy to use. Thank you, Andrew Pudova.